Okay, there we are. I want to welcome my guest, Chris Elmore, back again to share his perspectives with me, Dana Labreck, on nutritional values. And from my perspective, I feel that quality nutrition plays an important role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Chris, do you feel from your perspective that fasting is a good standard to practice?
Oh my goodness, you're starting out with the good questions right out the top again, Dana. And the answer simply is yes.
Okay,
There's a nutritional aspect to it. So we've got vehicles. We change the oil, right?
right.
We change our brakes. We take care of that. And our bodies are the same way. We actually do repair work when our bodies haven't eaten.
And I've watched some videos and I've even seen where they do recommend fasting. Well, one woman said 16 hours
Mhm.
and then the other 8 hours you eat. She said, but she changes up and does her own thing. And I mean, she was in awesome shape. But in your opinion, is there any one diet that's better than the other?
But you hit a couple of key points right there. The first part is the 16 hours, and it's somewhere in that vicinity that probably one of the most well known body reactions called autophagy comes in, where your body starts to go and pull out broken down cells and to use them in terms of pulling it out from trash and also in terms of repair. So the first part is, yes, there's actual a reason that you can, from a scientific perspective, go into. You hit on another good point with this gal who talked about you have 8 hours to eat, but she changes it. And for those who are seeing this as we progress through this series, you've heard that constant piece of breaking out of rules based on, oh, hey, I've been told I need to eat all these things and on all these different times, understanding and listening to yourself, to your body, to what it has to say, how important that really is, and that it can change based on where you are in life. Nutrition isn't just about eating, it's just as much about the rest and stepping away from it as in the nutritional content of it.
And when I was watching that video today, that woman even explained it just like you said it about the broken down cells and that word that you use because it's so big for me because I never heard it. But I had heard about fasting so many times because I do my own different things, so.
Mhm.
But would you say it's important for anyone to understand what combination of food and drink helps to improve their individual well-being?
Yes, it's we're all on a different nutritional spectrum. So you can be sitting there, and I actually had this conversation with a gentleman just yesterday, and you can say, well, I'm the same across the board in terms of age, what I think is activities, uh, gender, all the demographics. But fundamentally, there's still going to be a difference in what each person needs. So you need to pay attention to what specifically does work for you rather than, oh, because you fit this demographic, you have to dot, dot, dot.
Right, right. Is it fair to say that snacking of a favorite junk food is okay if done sparingly?
So you're going to get me where some people go, really? And the easiest example I can give you on that, Dana, is a question I had earlier, which was, is it okay for me to eat cake while I'm on keto? And the answer is going to be, it's not yes or no. It's what are your values? What's important in life? and how quickly are you wanting to get to your goal? So yes, it's okay if that's in alignment with your values, if this is what makes it sustainable for you so that you can go and enjoy life, enjoy what you eat, and achieve your goals. So yes, that was the long answer to yes, it's okay, because you need to make this sustainable for life. You need to enjoy your life.
Well, good. Chris said I can go eat chocolate chip cookies now.
And truly, the answer to that, Dana, is yes. If chocolate chip cookies is what really floats the boat, you look at yourself and you say, that's an important thing to me.
Right.
Then work that into your diet. Now, if you're wanting to get on stage and compete, you're going to have to make some hard decisions, because if you want to do that and you want to eat your chocolate cake for breakfast and pudding for lunch and the chocolate chip cookies at dinner, you might want to end up putting off going on stage competing in a bodybuilding contest. There's pros, cons, and there's the whole picture. But if your value is, I just want to be in shape, I just want to be fit, I want to be healthy, but Oreo cookies, that's what my 6-year-old says, and that's also what my wife says. And she's fit and she's healthy. Does she run around with a 6-pack? No. But that's okay. This is in alignment with what's sustainable for her, what makes her happy, and makes the doctor happy too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to ask you one more question. How do you feel about calorie counting in general?
Oh, that is a hot topic, Dana.
Big time.
And a lot of people, you may have even heard this, where they say, oh, you need to be able to intuitively eat. Okay, so I can understand that. Dana, do you think you can intuitively walk right now and run? You know how fast you can go. You can run as hard as you want, and most likely you won't fall down. You walk, you don't fall down. But there was a point where you had to learn. You had to learn how to walk. You had to learn how to run, which wasn't so fast that you did a face plant. And we all saw that growing up. I've been in a competitive bodybuilding world. I worked with very regimented diets. As a matter of fact, I was sitting down with someone last night going through, here's exactly how over 10 meals you do this. The day before was someone over, I'm stuck and I don't know how to get through it. And it was like, now we get granular, because you need to learn how to walk and how to run before you do it intuitively.
Right.
So that's step one. So yes, count your calories at first. Learn what is what and what you can change in and change out easily that's in alignment with your values and your eating. Then you'll intuitively do it. Then, like every great athlete out there, think about this. Every great athlete, you might have heard of Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
6 different coaches, 6 of them, because one can look at footwork, one can look at stance. There's so many different coaches for different things that when you get past that intuitive stage, now you're fine-tuning it. When I competed, I had a coach that I used for training, and I had a coach that I used for posing routines. Different people for different things. And when you get into this world and you say, okay, here's where I am in my fitness and what I want, you learn it, you count it, you intuit, and then you say, okay, I want to finesse where I'm going. You'll bring in someone that's going to help you. You'll count them again. You'll look at that difference. What's that? Where am I shifting that? Where did I go off the path? If you, from the last time, for those who are here on our last session, we talked about just that small divergence. Well, small divergence can reap great values to us, but sometimes we find that small divergence on where we thought we were going, where we were, needs that correction. So we bring that back in, and sometimes that's where you count your calories. So I don't like to live, and I think most people, Dana, you tell me if you agree, don't like to sit there. I got to count my calories today. I got to scan this in. We got enough on our plates without having to worry, oh, I was 50 calories. So at the same point, if you want results, you need to measure results. So first you learn, then you intuit, then you bring someone in, a coach, or you go back to counting to finesse it, to dial that back in to where you want to be.
Yeah, because my day, because I work with animals and, so many different things, and it being so hot, especially now,
Mm,
um, I I go according to how I feel. And if I know that I haven't eaten something for a while, or I just ate real light for breakfast, whatever, then I'll go ahead and eat a halfway decent lunch. And then at supper time, like after this, I've already cooked something in my crock pot, but it's mainly vegetables. And then if you know anything about the grain farro, that's in there too. So that's going to give me my protein. So I mean, that's gonna be my meal, but I mean it'll fill me up and I'll be fine. But I won't be bloated that way like
right.
with other food. But anyways, this was great and we're gonna end it because we want to keep these short and sweet